Hold up. Look, go to the little party thing. And then go to party settings.
Why?
Is your little allow your voice to be shared thing on always allow?
Always allow what you say.
Yeah. If it's not put on always allow.
Alright, it is. What?
Alright, just saying, just leave it like that.
Then go to party.
Alright.
CBS Monday. It's the question every family asks. My daughter's dating this zillion. Oh my God. I will surprise you. Is that a Christmas card? Yes, Steffi to marry me. This is not the guy we want our daughter married. I am gonna take him down. I think you might be insane. I am.
That's capital early. That's really great.
Super fashion show in Paris with 24-karat performances live. The weekend. And the one and only Lady Gaga. The Victoria's Secret Fashion Show. CBS Monday.
What do you want, Sinead?
Championship game record and 4 touchdowns. Also, a Big Ten championship game record. Trace McSorley in the Third down and 11. One time Penn State trailed this game 28-7 with 5:15 remaining in the second quarter. In the second half, they outscored Wisconsin 24-3. McSorley gets it over Wisconsin cannot stop the clock with 44 seconds and counting. There's only 2 seconds difference between the game clock and the play clock. James Franklin, in only his 3rd year. No idea why they're discussing this right now. I think that they're going to start the play clock a little sooner. So it didn't start quite soon enough. That's what they're discussing right now, is the difference.
We've reset the game clock for 43 seconds.
He put his balls and dick in his mouth.
Is don't even try to get it off. Receive the snap and sprint towards the back of the end zone to end the game. You only got 3 seconds because
I'm rolling around. I'm
snap the ball until there's 3 seconds left
I'm killing me.
on the game clock. It takes about a second for the ball to get back to the quarterback or Barkley, and you have him run and turn back around and run towards the goalpost. That'll take 2 seconds, and then the game will be over. Is that something that you practice? Not often. If at all. But that's the strategy being talked about right now in the Penn State hunt. There's no reason to have a Michigan-esque hunt fiasco at the end of the game. And Franklin will likely take a timeout here.
Oh my gosh, bro. I don't like this guy. Thanks, bro.
When his team is 2-2, there were rumors floating around that they may have wanted to get rid of him. And they're on the process of running a straight game of Big Ten.
No, I was at 59, bro.
There's no reason to even send the blue team out here, and that's what he's talking about. I'm going to put the offense back on the field. Every single play this season, where you have Trey McSorley receive the snap and run out of the backfield. In the healing process. Remaining in the game. Trace McSorley takes the snap, hands back.
What the fuck is film? Fire mixed with cricket?
You plug what? The monsters.
Where you at? Oh.
Is that somebody head?
Victory in the history of the Big Ten Championship.
The monster, you want to fuck? I will fuck.
38-31 over Wisconsin.
Invite him to the squad. Daryl.
Now let's go down to Shannon for the taste of
They invite both?
Daryl.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Invite that rookie to the squad.
Oh my goodness, there were so many emotions in this game, particularly in the second half.
Oh, free, we can't.
Why?
He had Rivet. So you can play this game. Unless you want to just travel again.
I'm gonna kick him off the spot. Then how you gonna boom? Cause they're
All season long, it's been about focusing on your next opponents. No more left. The committee tomorrow, where do you think you guys should be ranked?
You know, I think we did what we had to do tonight. We got the W. Wherever the committee puts us, they're going to respect it. So, you know, we're just going to go back, watch the film, you know, learn from our mistakes and get better.
Ray Haley with that huge fourth down stop. Congratulations. Big Ten champions.
Yes, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Back to you guys.
All right. Thank you very much, Shannon. The final score here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Penn State 38, Wisconsin 31. We'll be back with complete post-game coverage.
10 is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Make your college football party.
It's a weight that we saw Florida State have to endure a couple years ago after winning the title. It's a weight that we saw Ohio State endure last year. And then I think this year, Clemson, despite losing to Alabama, felt that because of Deshaun Watson.
Let me come up here. You can play that, dude.
You just want to travel to a whole different part?
They become a different team.
No, I don't like Oregon.
Huh?
Graduated 3 years, a week from Thursday. The first in his family to graduate from college.
Yeah, I think we should stay here. You probably should just hop on the spot and play that, dude. Because overtime is trash.
I'm gonna invite somebody from Rivet to the squad, bro.
Sunset?
Yeah, somebody from Sunset to the
The biggest
squad.
reason why
Invite some people to the squad because we're trying to push some threes at least.
is supposed to be on balance. When I look at the eye test, this is a Penn State team that is progressively better. As the season is going on, Tracy Sewell is playing outstanding football. Akon Barkley is doing well, and defense has stepped up for Penn State. Then when you talk about the metrics, you're saying what holds weight? Big Ten championship should hold weight over Ohio State. Head-to-head should hold weight over Ohio State. Strength of schedule.
We're about to
top 10
we
wins.
should
They
be dropping
had
off.
They had 2 top 10 wins, and one of them was against Ohio State. So all the measurables are telling me that Penn State is right now the better team over Ohio State and should be in the playoffs.
The committee will find out at noon tomorrow on ESPN to see if they agree with you. Heather Dinner, she's in Grapevine, Texas.
Great, bruh. These niggas dead.
Heather, I don't want to say this isn't what the committee wanted, but what does this do for us now in terms of maybe finding out what the committee really values when it comes down to it?
Well, that's exactly right. That is what we're going to find out. That's what they're going to find out. All 12 selection committee members are going to have to determine what a conference championship means to them. Because when you look at their protocol, it states very clearly, we've talked about this for over 2 years now, that when teams are comparable, head-to-head results and conference championships are supposed to be used as tiebreakers. And Penn State made its resume much more comparable by winning the Big Ten championship.
It seems like Penn State's fighting an uphill battle because Ohio State's at number 2. If Ohio State was 4, it seems like that might be an easier go. Does number 2 protect them, insulate them some here?
I agree 100%. I think it's going to be very difficult for the selection committee to drop Ohio State. And I think that they really do like Washington. Washington made a lasting impression on them on Friday night, and they punctuated their resume with a win against the top 10 team. So what do? Do they put 2 Big Ten teams in at the expense of the Pac-12 champions? If I had to project it right now, I would say that Washington keeps its number 4 spot at the expense of the Big Ten champ, Penn State.
Okay, Clemson just won, but not by a convincing fashion against the ACC champ seems to be also kind of bulletproof in this.
Well, because when you look at Clemson's resume, they won on the road at Auburn, on the road against Florida State team that's still ranked. They did beat Louisville, that's important, and now they capped their resume with a conference championship as well. So I do think that they have the strength of schedule in their favor, they have the conference championship in their favor as well, and they did not have 2 losses like Penn State.
All right, so here's so the 4th
I would say
Bama's yes.
Yeah, I think Bama's yes. Yes, solid number 1.
Ohio State.
Yes, solid number 2.
Clemson.
Solid number 3, yes.
And Washington.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm a mind reader. How do you like that tonight?
So what
You guys been working a while, thinking about it?
Well, I thought you were just trying to flatter butcher gross, as we all do. So then what's the committee going to do between now and noon tomorrow? I guess.
Oh my goodness. No, to be serious, the selection committee for each of the past 2 years has debated until about 1 or 2 a.m. Central Time. And I think that they will do that again tonight because they really have a serious question to answer. And, you know, you heard Jonathan Billman talk about the importance of a conference championship, that head-to-head result. There are going to be selection committee members in that room who really wrestle with that. I don't doubt that for a minute. So they're going to debate into the wee hours of the morning, get as much of this as they can, and they are set to reconvene here at 7 a.m. Central. So it's going to be sleep fast night for these committee members.
Real quick, what difference do you think it makes that they're actually all together watching these games as opposed to their outposts where they're usually watching them?
Well, because they can talk about it together, there's camaraderie involved in it, and also the fact that there are sitting athletic directors in that room, and it's important to remember that on any given game Saturday, Clemson athletic director Dan Radakovich is spending a lot of his time with Clemson and Clemson boosters and his athletic director suite. This is the one time where they are freed up to sit down and really concentrate and get the ebb and the flow of the game. I mentioned Dan Radakovich. Don't forget, he and Barry Alvarez probably recused themselves for a while, and will do that in terms of having to step out of the room and not being able to vote for their respective teams in these debates.
Right, so but Wisconsin's probably not in the running. Does Barry still get to talk over Penn State? Because his team was very much heated in that game in Indiana.
Well, it doesn't matter if Wisconsin isn't in the running for the top 4. They're still going to be in the top 25 somewhere. So you can't even click on his the Badgers if he wanted to. He cannot participate in those discussions.
Oh,
he
shoot.
can certainly weigh in on teams like Ohio State and Michigan, which Wisconsin lost to, and then he would be asked to step out of the room.
All right, Heather, thank you very much, because if the committee has to sleep fast, they've already been gone.
I didn't know that do have dogs.
One answer, you're going to have to sleep even faster.
Look at this.
Thanks for your time tonight.
55 pounds for it.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, again, Penn State, what a comeback it's been from a season perspective. Down 31 to 28. Saquon Barkley from the story before the score. It's the hallmark of this team. And again, these are the resume comparisons that the committee will look at.
I'm not sure if it's one place there. But that's green anyway.
Of course, it was at Penn State. There was a block punt and a block field goal involved. But hey, that's part of football. It doesn't really matter how you do it. That's how you do it. But it was home, so I guess you give them maybe a slight nod there. And you can see the FPI rank as well. Ohio State.
All of them mean to see that.
Penn State.
I didn't really bomb. Let's go. I actually got the field.
Obviously, Michigan was rooting for different outcomes tonight.
That's great.
Take us through what they were thinking before this weekend and where they are now.
This baby.
Well, it's sort of been a roller coaster for them.
Red light, bruh.
This man.
State lost, and then sort of watch Washington. They're hoping maybe Colorado can pull off the upset. Colorado's quarterback gets hurt, so there goes that out the window. Now they're putting their hopes on Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech makes the game, and then they lose. And now they see Penn State
a bomb, bro.
Championship, a team that they beat by 39 points. You know, I talked to one veteran Michigan player earlier tonight, and he said, you know, if I could go to church tonight, I would. I'm going to go to church in the morning and pray for a selection committee miracle. It really, they acknowledge that they had their chance, that they put themselves in this position, but they are hoping that the committee will look at the body of work and decide if they're worth the number 4 seed.
What's the next best thing now? Like, what is their consolation prize in terms of a bowl? And,
shoot the ball now, faggot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a New Year's Six Bowl. Probably will be the Orange Bowl. That's what Michigan people think will happen. They'll play Florida State. And, you know, that's not a bad consolation prize, but, you know, when they start they wanted to get to the position to get to the playoffs. And, you know, I still think it's going to be a spirited debate among the selection committee members. I think Michigan will get due consideration. Whether or not it will be enough, who knows? There is a shred of optimism here when you talk to the Michigan players. Jim Harbaugh is actually out recruiting right now, but I would guarantee you he probably was watching that Clemson-Virginia Tech game.
Well, Alabama-Michigan game would be a juicy 1-4 matchup from a television programmer's perspective, a fan perspective, a rating perspective, but it does seem, and that was razor thin, as you know, Gene, it was all razor thin before this weekend, but Washington perhaps has played their way in. So in the end, you think Michigan has genuine hope? They still might have a chance to win by a dose.
Well, you know, I think they're realistic to this of a long shot. Our friends at 538 said they were a 1% chance in before this weekend. You know, if Washington and winning, certainly you would think that percentage goes down lower. But the way the Michigan folks...
I didn't mean to shoot that. What a stagger for blocking.
Oh, get out. Get out of here, too.
On the last play of the game, they beat the two teams that were in the Big Ten.
Freeze, bro. Let me get ball back.
They feel like they're resonated.
Bro, you said it to it. I'm gonna get the ball back.
Bro. Hey, missed the free throw.
Who knows if
You're not gonna get the board over me.
Live in Ann Arbor. Thank you, Gene. Good night.
Oh my God.
That's compelling arguments.
What?
I'm gonna get the ball.
And if you're looking at the Big Ten, it's a matter of getting two teams.
I don't know how I could get
Michigan or Penn State, you're all right. Somebody's gone, and so it's easy as you've done.
If you would have made that, I would have quit, bro. Everything, bro. Let's go.
That was so crazy. That almost went in. Oh my God. If that went in, I would have
quit.
I would have been yelling. I would have been so crazy. That would have been so crazy.
Let's talk some ball.
Is that actually what it is?
Dang, bro. So simple.
But I remember that one time I did the ball, and I stopped the last score, and I knew that it.
What's that? Midnight.
Oh my God, bro, guys.
It is midnight. The end of this college football season.
Why can't my players just do that to me? Did we just see what he did?
No. We make some joyful noise.
Oh, this ball made that. I'm done.
Did you see what my players did when I tried to keep?
Where we think things are going, and
They got me in my head.
where our analysts think things ought to go. Who the floor ought to be, who our hand. We begin, as we do, it's a long every show, the best thing I saw today, and there it is. Steve Levy.
How do they keep getting rebounds over me, bruh?
That's Melon and his.
These niggas suck.
Never been on a horse in his life, but there he is.
He quit.
Gracie looks like a sheriff of some sort.
He quit.
I mean, look at Levy, have to have some backwards, all on the tie.
You got to play a legend next. I'm gone. I'm leaving Ribbon.
You're not putting that thing on my head.
I'm going back to Sunset.
Warm, solid.
No, I'm just trying to hit this play through. That's the only reason I'm talking, and they got these places.
Now we are here. And I'll give you the first word this hour. Now that we know where things stand.
But this thing here, come on.
I think things will be tomorrow when we get the reveal of the 4 names.
I think you're going to have the top three that you had, although I won't be surprised if Clemson moves into number 3 against Ohio State. I think Washington's going to be forced, Scott, because Penn State has the top of the 39-point loss to Michigan. I don't think...
No.
I think Michigan, but I think the debate is probably going to come down to Penn State and Washington. Washington, yeah, for no other reason than it's hard to do. And this is something that over the course of the next hour or however long we're on together, in some way.
Stay on.
The committee told us before this weekend's action that it's Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, and Washington. Right. And Michigan is that even as razor thin, as we explained the margin was, Michigan and Washington being a Colorado team is more convincingly on a neutral field than Michigan, that we have that oddity of this, that head-to-head the Big Ten and Pac-12. And I don't know Michigan's case to be improved by being idle. And then just the debate comes to Penn State because of what happened in Indy. So, I mean, maybe it's a three-way conversation. But I don't know how Washington, by way of victory, could back up.
I think the only thing you can do is say that if the Big Ten is the best conference, and Penn State won the best conference, and they have the best single win in all of college football this year by beating Ohio State, in my judgment. Penn State, I mean. Then maybe you can make the case for Penn State. But I agree with you about Michigan. I mean, the only way could be somebody who just didn't compete, say, ranked Washington ahead of Michigan was looking for an excuse and said Jake Browning didn't put a lot of yards. But generally, I agree with you. Washington was ahead. They hammered Colorado, which was a top 10 team. Washington can't slip behind Michigan. Somebody decides Penn State's better. I could probably live with that judgment. I couldn't live with Michigan.
Before we bring in Morgan McFarland, I'll get to you in just one moment. How do you sell there, Scott? That's you're trying to. I mean, it's not their. I mean, it's not the committee's job to sell the commissioner of the Pac-12 something. But what could you possibly sell?
Penn State.
No, I'm just saying the committee that hey, you were 4 last week and you won, but sorry, your league's not good enough.
I don't know that they would be this blunt, but I think the only thing you can say is your non-conference schedule of your champion was 127 out of 128, and we are not willing to send the message that you're going to play bad September games, and therefore you ain't getting in. I mean, they wouldn't be that blunt. That would be the real reason and the only reason in my judgment.
But they're out of conference. They're out of conference. Didn't get any worse last week.
I agree. No, I'm not making that right. No, I agree with you.
And I asked you to tell, and that what you say makes sense. The only issue would be that the out of conference did not get any worse last week. In fact, their resume was stronger because of what Washington did against
No, Scott. While everybody's taking shots at their non-conference, and I guess in some ways I just did too, they played 10 games against Pac-12 opponents. Pac-12 is good league. And you look at the overall strength of schedule, and the difference between Penn State and Washington is negligible. Overall, they're both in the 50s. It's the same. So I like to look at the total strength of schedule. I think that's probably more important. But if you have to separate among teams in a cluster, as they like to say, then maybe you do parse it out.
Because all he's doing is
Reese, we will get back to you momentarily.
And then got that good feature.
Clemson, knocked off Virginia Tech. Chris and Kirk, fellas, the conversation will rage on through the evening. And Herbie, I know you've got Penn State at 4. That's interesting. Why?
They are probably 50 game win streak.
About face. All week, we left the Ohio State Michigan.
Court 5 got put up
when I was asked,
they're playing game win streak.
Who I thought was 4. I guess kind of like the committee. I felt like Washington and
they were on a 20 game win streak, and they got put off of it.
I think you had to be impressed with Washington's defensive effort collectively. They get a Pac-12 championship. I still felt Michigan was a better team. And I didn't think I'd see anything come out of Indianapolis that would change my opinion on the game here. But we got the monitor up here as well. It's fun to do that after the game and call a game. I looked up and it's 28-7, and I thought, Badgers are getting it done. And then I looked up again and again, and you've got to give Penn State a lot of credit, Chris, for their ability to fight back. What makes this great, Scott?
It's hard to wrap up. It's hard to wrap up. That's all I have to say. It's hard to
You
wrap
can
up.
sit in that committee room, and you can make a really strong case for Washington at 4. You can make a really strong case for Michigan at 4. And now you can make a really strong case for Penn State at 4. You can also puncture these cases too. And that's what's going to make this, at the end of the day, when Reese announces those 4 teams, it's going to be a little crazy.
Well, first of all, in this season we've just gone through as a country, I think it's refreshing to hear someone say that I flip-flop. I just did a total about face. I did, which and I'm being honest with you, it's refreshing. Now, the reasoning behind that, I think people will take issue with. Because that's the nature of it. I think in the nature of the playoff system now, one of the problems is that you do try to puncture, you do try to take apart Penn State, which has been an incredibly resilient team. They were ahead of 2-loss records, and they were down and out against Ohio State before the game. They have resurrected that game, their season, and done a great job of coming off the mat. Beat Wisconsin tonight. Now, that may not be enough. Michigan, I know they were a different team back then, but that was a resounding, dominant Wolverine victory head-to-head in Ann Arbor over Penn State. It's hard to discount that. I think Penn State fans would say, wait a minute, everyone is assuming Ohio State a more heated debate. We did beat them head-to-head. We did win the division.
They beat Ohio State
win the conference. You know what I'm saying? One more loss than they do, but I think they don't even want to concede that when they get your Penn State fan.
Yeah, well, they beat them.
That's all they think. Ohio State got one loss.
We talked about
so they got lost. All right.
Reese and the guys.
That's not reason.
They made it pretty clear that Alabama was separated separated at 1. And based on the questions Reese has asked Kirby with the committee, is where is Ohio State separated themselves from the rest of the field? The answer has been yes. That was before their victory over Michigan. So you can imagine if that's how the committee felt before they played Michigan, how they would feel after you beat the number 3 team.
I'm going to ask a question to Reese and you, Scott. We were talking about it earlier, and I heard Reese bring it up. If you're going to have these rankings before the final ranking, I think we know that's done primarily to generate heat and generate hype. But if you're going to have those rankings and then make a dramatic shift, let's just say Penn State jumps from 7 up to 4, and Washington drops out after a 31-point victory to win a conference title over the 8th-ranked team. I think the perception of fans and viewers is, wait a minute, what's going on? Why did you deceive us? What kind of backroom politics have you produced this Final Four? Agree or not on that reasoning?
Chris, I would tend to agree with it, not only for that reason, but Scott, because then you would be in the 3rd year of the playoff era, and under that scenario, Penn State were to get the other bid. What you would have one bid in 3 years to the Pac-12, and one bid in 3 years to the Big 12. You would have Ohio State, which now 2 times in 3 years, rightfully so, I think, by the way. But got the benefit of the doubt. 2 times in 3 years in the playoff era. By jumping over TCU and Baylor in 14 and then winning this year despite the head-to-head loss to Penn State.
You losing or winning, Daryl?
Losing, but still,
all you're doing is I just broken ankle with a step back. Body just computed. Oh my God.
17.
Oh my God.
Really interesting thing.
And I just made it on his face.
That they did not see Ohio State.
I'm dropping this shit off. No.
With the rankings, and I think it's even possible because of the rankings that those 2 teams weren't even listed in the same ranking.
Bruh!
When you see the
Daryl!
That's very possible. I won't
this nigga free
going into the way they do it. But that might change this week. That might change after Penn State being the Big Ten champion. When they do the final vote, maybe they are now prepared, and Penn State has a couple of head-to-head points on the resume against Ohio State. They got head-to-head, and they won the conference.
And then Michigan will
I
say
yeah.
and this is where
Look at me going down.
probably waiting to hear. He's what we've said. Who do you have? Who are you
Number 1, Scott, is going to be Alabama. I think that resume that they have is clearly the best, if not number 2, maybe number 1 in the country. And number 2 is going to be Ohio State to me. Anytime you beat Michigan,
for what?
Wisconsin,
Get off my court, legend. Exposed. I'm criticizing.
Big 12 champions win that game. I have them soundly at number 2. And to me, they're untouchable. I don't care about conference. I think the committee guys is
man, cheated the whole game and I still dropped the ball.
Going to be a different issue. Not going to be the deciding factor.
But you want to
Bruh, Daryl.
To me, the conference championship.
Bruh, this man pretty much failed this commentate on the stream that I'm doing.
Sometimes I hear you, Reese.
On God, bruh, on God.
I think what they did tonight, even though the game was kind of like the game was kind of close, I'm going to put them
I've just been dropping them off all day.
ACC champion. And then
I don't feel like
I'm going to go against what I've been saying all along, guys. I've been very skeptical of Washington. When you talk about Portland State, Idaho,
bruh, on God, bruh, on God, bruh, on God, bruh, on God, on God,
the number 18, the way they
bruh, yes, bruh, on God.
17? I'm 16. River City, bro. It looks so fake, the background, like the water and stuff.
Now, I understand everybody in the 15 is going to come up screaming, but understand this. Conference
Bruh, this stuff is so freaking crazy, bruh.
He did not say he was coming up. He said that?
He said you ready. He said yo. And he said you ready.
Oh my god. What if I'm gonna play him?
No, I ain't grabbing this motherfucker. I just grabbed this and the
Nope.
I got about this thing to be honest. That's just in my mind. When you grab the first, you gotta grab the first. Yeah, that's what you do.
It's a dude in our punches Legend 704, bro. What the heck?
Legend 704?
Oh
This is $10.
He's jazzing.
Legend 704. I'm gonna send you a screenshot right now. He's Legend 704.
Man, that don't like that. That's why I ain't beat that.
Why again, boy? Ain't no Legend 704 in here, boy.
That don't like, boy.
Yes, it is.
Birthday, that's why I tried to get the bundle of color, but you know what I'm saying? When I got mine black out, I had to think.
I know. I'm not the people think I made for.
Stupid motherfuckers rather be greedy than smart.
Let a little gas.
Cause it's Legend 704, bruh.
What? You say what?
Hardcore zone. Capture the objective. Securing A. Enemy has friendly Talon in your AO.
It's pretty good. If I'm already running around the park.
Securing B.
Let's go to Old Town now.
Of course you hate this.
Bro, if you travel and put parkour on, this is gonna get too much better.
Bruh, I'm really wondering if that really is him, bruh.
It's probably not.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, we got. Hey, my friend, Takai told us to stay at River real quick.
Takai?
Yeah, you know what Takai is, right?
Yeah, he used to go down school like this.
Yeah, he told us to stay at River.
Losing B.
Isn't it scared boy's house?
Bro, hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Hold up.
Alright.
I'm back, bro.
Damn.
Bro, what fail though, bro?
Man, level my retard, man.